What's up, everybody? Welcome back to AI on Crypto. We have got to talk about the recent Axie Infinity update that has so many people talking and asking the question, did this update ruin the game? It's a big question and a lot of people are stressed out, so let's take a look at this recent rule change right now. This is AI on Crypto. On this channel, we talk about cryptocurrency prices and trends, altcoin gems, all the things on the blockchain that fill our bags to the max, and we stay far, far away from Wreck City. We make daily cryptocurrency content covering NFTs, play to earn blockchain gaming, DeFi, and more. So if you're into that kind of content, please subscribe to the channel, tap that bell so you don't miss future videos, and welcome to the community. Real quick, I must note I'm not a professional financial advisor. Cryptos and NFTs are incredibly risky. This is all for information and entertainment purposes only. Consult a professional before making any financial decisions. Okay, guys, so what's going on with Axie Infinity? All right, first of all, what's been some of the problems with Axie Infinity? Well, SLP, the supply has been driven up by bots. So bot accounts have been created and they're taking advantage of some of the game's mechanisms and just sitting there farming that SLP without the use of any or requirement of any skill. So what they've done is they've made it impossible for players with a MMR, which is a matchmaker ranking of 800 or below, to earn any SLP either from player versus player or even the player versus environment adventure mode and, in-game play versus the computer. And this has a lot of people upset. So before I made any judgment, I had to go and play a couple of games of Axie Infinity. And where I'm at right now, I've been kind of goofing off lately. Messing around with a bunch of different Axies I've been breeding, and I send the majority of my good Axies to my scholars because they honestly play a lot more than I do, and they need those good Axies to keep their MMR up. But even with some of the Axies that I've just been throwing around and messing with, I was able to easily have an MMR matchmaker rank of 1100. Now the matchmaker rank Now, the MMR is a value that you earn based on your play in the player versus player arena. If you win, your MMR goes up. If you lose, your MMR goes down. The higher your MMR, the more SLP you earn each victory. And this is the way that it's always been. But what they've done now is they've made it to where if you can't get above 800 MMR, then you are not going to earn any SLP. Now, I don't think this is a bad thing, and I'll tell you why. Because we are now getting paid more for victories than we were prior to this change. So it does reward skill. And again, I know some people are going to be upset by me saying this, but an 800 MMR is not difficult. If you have average Axies and put a little bit into your gameplay, you should be able to maintain that rank. If you get good Axies, if you have strategy in the way that you buy, then you can get that rank easily. None of my 5 scholars have any problem maintaining above an 800. In fact, if they were below an 800 MMR ranking, they wouldn't even last on my team as a scholar because we have minimum requirements for our scholars to hit. Of course, I help them. If you're a scholar on the AI on Crypto teams, then you know you're going to get nice, high-quality Axies, and that does make a difference. So what this is going to do is it's going to make a lot harder for scholar managers to just buy the cheapest, low-quality Axies on the floor and then give it to scholars to go, farm SLP for them in the PvE mode. So now these scholar managers are actually going to have to do some research and get some good Axies and make sure that they're investing a little bit higher money in Axies that can actually compete in arena battle. So ultimately, I don't think this is a problem. I also don't think it's a long-term solution either, but I have no problem at all with skill and dedication being rewarded. And frankly, if you don't have the dedication to get your MMR above 800, then this might not be the ecosystem for you. Because if you just let participation SLP get stacked unlimited, I do believe long term that is unsustainable. So this is going to mean you got to put a little bit more into getting your SLP. And I think over the long term, it is going to increase the value. I also think that this change could increase the value of good competitive Axies. Now, it also might mean, of course, that the Axies with little use in arena battle might definitely lose some of their value. But, you know, each Axie is not created equal, nor is each Axie player. So ultimately, guys, the team behind Sky Mavis has such a high track record of success. They have earned the benefit of the doubt. I am going to trust their instincts. I'm going to trust their research. And I'm going to trust their knowledge of their own ecosystem because you know what? They know things I don't know. If I was to cast judgment upon the Sky Mavis team, I would be doing so without all of the information because I only know what I know. I don't know what they know. So with that being said, I would be completely out of line to cast judgment upon them because they're making this decision knowing about the decisions and the things that they're about to roll out. All right, guys, so every time I look in the news, Axie Infinity is making more headlines. If you go to the marketplace dashboard, you can see that just in the last 24 hours, there's still 15 million in sales, 62 total, 61,938 total Axies sold. So, you know, the ecosystem is still killing it. It looks like the prices of Axies are down just a little bit. Looks like the average sells somewhere around 200. But let's give it a little bit of time for these changes to take place because now SLP is going to be a little bit harder to come by. We could start seeing a rise in the price of Axies as well as SLP, but that is yet to be seen. All right, guys, don't freak out. Trust the Sky Mavis team. They've earned your trust. If you don't trust them, then I think you're being a little bit unfair. Now, that doesn't mean unlimited forever, you know, trust that can't be broken. That's not what I mean. But they have not had a moment of failure yet or a moment of sustained struggling. I repeat, in the last 24 hours, 15 million in sales. So don't freak out. Trust Sky Mavis and let's work together to make Axie Infinity the ecosystem we want it to be. I am really excited. I am going to continue to invest in Axie Infinity. I am going to continue to breed. I am going to continue to recruit scholars. And you can rest assured that the AI on Crypto channel is going to be a part of the Axie Infinity movement going forward, just as we are a part of the play to earn movement in general, along with NFT Revolution. Baby, can you dig it? All right, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you didn't do it already, please subscribe. Tap that bell so you don't miss future content. And we'll catch you on the next one.